4 high schools, 7 middle schools, 1 college, and a university, and much more. Now introducing your most comprehensive weekly local sports show in Madison County, the Richmond Register Sports Show. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by Metronet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Here's your host for all things local sports, the Richmond Register sports editor, Nathan Hutchinson.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. My name is Nathan Hutchinson. I'm the sports editor of the Richmond Register, and we appreciate you tuning us in this week. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will have an interview with Madison Central softball coach Randy Hall and 5 of his 6 seniors. We went over there on Saturday afternoon after practice and give a little preview of the upcoming 11th region tournament game between Madison Central and Lexington Catholic, which is scheduled for 6 p.m. Monday here in Richmond. So hang on for that. But as we always do, we want to start off the show with a recap of the week that was in Madison County sports, and man, what a week it was. Lots of good stuff to tell you about this week. We will start off with 11th region baseball tournament. Madison Central, folks, remember they got to the region final last year, lost to Lafayette. They graduated 12 seniors off that team. 6 of them went on to play in college. And pretty fair to say that for people outside of the program, across the state, in the high school baseball community, not a lot of expectations around Madison Central this year. The first preseason poll came out. The Indians were not even ranked in the top 25. There were 5 other 11th region teams who were ranked ahead of them in that poll. But at the end of the day, Madison Central is 28-7, and they have claimed their 3rd region championship in the past 7 seasons. Wednesday night up at Great Crossing High School, 4-2 victory over Sayre in the 11th region championship game. Indians won 3 games in 3 days. On Monday, it was an 8-2 win over Franklin County at EKU. On Tuesday, a 6-2 win over Henry Clay up at Great Crossing. And that all sets up the team's 12th trip to the baseball state championship Thursday, 5 o'clock against Russell County at the University of Kentucky. The winner moves on to face either Owensboro Catholic or the Region 9 winner. And folks, we will be there Thursday. Pre-game tailgate party in the parking lot at Kentucky Proud Park up at UK. Details, still kind of working them out, but probably about 3:30 we're going to go live on Facebook. And we also hope to grill out, have a bunch of people out there. I know a bunch of the parents and stuff are already very excited. So we're going to celebrate this great run by the Indians with a big party in the parking lot. So please come out and join us. So we're going to run through the Indians' path to the championship, and we're going to go through all 3 games, give you a recap, and we have video interviews from all 3 as well. So we'll start off with Monday night, the 8-4 win over Franklin County in a game that was supposed to be played at Madison Central. We had some bad weather. The game was moved over to EKU. The Indians scored 2 runs in the first inning, 4 in the second, ran out to an 8-0 lead. And it was Hayden Robbins 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 3 runs scored. Matt Johns 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And Bradley Pointer 2 for 4. John Gerard got the start, went 3 2/3 innings, allowed just 3 hits and 1 run. And it was Dylan Hatfield, Hayden Robbins, and Matt Johns coming in to close the door out of the bullpen. And after the game, we had a chance to do our post-game interview. And this has become a tradition here where I do the introduction, and then Coach Steve Roof just takes over and does the interview. So this night we had Dylan Hatfield, John Gerard, Matt Johns, and Hayden Robbins. So take it away, Coach Roof.
All right, we're here at EKU where Madison Central Indians have picked up an 8-4 win over Franklin County in the first round of the 11th region tournament. Here's Coach Roof with our special interview of the night.
Well, I appreciate it. First of all, big crowd tonight. Thank you, Richmond. That was awesome. We play Henry Clay tomorrow. Their student section is huge. Would love the following. Super proud of these guys starting. Let's go with this way. John Gerard started tonight. I thought he did exactly what we need him to do. John, talk about starting your first game really in the region at home at EKU.
It was a little nerve-wracking at first, but then I got up there and just got on the zone, started throwing strikes. Just can't walk people. That's how it goes.
Really proud of John. He worked his tail off all year, and one day we might tell that story about where he's come from. This next guy, Hayden Robbins, he's a hot guy, and he's getting hot at the right time. You did it all today, right? You hit a couple balls, came in, and big relief off the mound. Talk about your day.
I was just really locked in. Region's a fun time. It's a special time.
feel like the team really comes together when region comes around and everybody meshes a lot better and it makes certain guys play better. And that's what I felt like today. I felt the team was behind me, everybody was behind me, so I could just go out there and play my game, and that's what I did.
And let's move on to senior Matt Johns. A big day at the plate. Obviously came in and closed it. He's been our guy all year as well. What was it like to come into the 7th innings?
Well, whenever I came in, I knew they were towards the bottom of the lineup, but they had battled all day with hits, walks, whatever, just put the ball in play. And they come in and put that first barrel on, and I was like, wow. And then I came in, I knew it was over once I came in.
And to kind of piggyback off that, you got to give Franklin County credit. They did not quit, and that's what you see in the 11th region tournament, right? Great teams that play hard. And then this guy here, the story of him, how he worked so hard in the offseason, a big velocity jump, and now he's headed to college. So what was that like to come in the big moment in the region?
Well, I was prepared for it. Like last year, I was in the same situation, so coach has been telling us all year, you know, you got to be prepared for those moments. You're going to be put in at any time. So all I had to do, like John said, pound the zone, and we got out of it with a strikeout. So good news.
I mean, big one tomorrow. We play Henry Clay at 5:30. We need a big crowd. It's going to be a fun game.
Congratulations, guys.
All right, then on Tuesday night, the tournament moved up to Great Crossing High School in Georgetown for the semifinals, and it was a 6-2 win over Henry Clay that got Central back into the championship game. Indians once again took the lead early, 2 runs in the first, 3 in the second to go out to a 5-0 lead. Only had 6 hits, but that was more than enough run support for Bradley Pointer. Picked up the complete game win, allowing just 5 hits, 2 runs, had 12 Ks and 3 walks, and after the game, we got a chance to talk to Bradley.
We're here at Great Crossing High School. Madison Central picks up a 6-2 win over Henry Clay to get back to the 11th region championship game. Bradley Pointer, the complete game victory. Hey, Bradley, it looked middle innings there got a little tough for you. Kind of how'd you regroup and get back on track?
Well, that's usually my thing. I'm kind of known for getting stronger as the game goes on, and then, you know, if something happens to us, we get kind of punched, and we just got to punch back. And that's kind of been our mentality all year, especially being a road warrior at the beginning of the season. So we just got to fight back from a lot of these tough situations.
Certainly did get stronger as you went along. I struck out 5 of the last 6 guys. Talk about the last 2 innings.
Well, I honestly was just really fired up. Like I was just ready to go. I knew that you know, it was coming down to the last couple innings, and that's when you need to be your best.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of pitchers don't hit, but you like to be up there, and you like that. I guess that kind of keeps you in the game. I guess, right?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I like it, but you know, just don't need to let your game. Let's say at the plate, you know, you might not have the best game. Like I didn't have the best game today, but you just gotta go out there on the mound and throw it.
Yeah, of course, you guys going to hang around and watch Lafayette and say you're here?
I think I'm going to go home and rest up.
Back to the championship game. I guess you will not be available tomorrow for pitching, but you can hit as well, though, so you'll be ready, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not an unfamiliar spot, so we're just going to focus on tomorrow's game now, and we're going to try and get it done. Bring it home.
Could be a rematch of last year. You never know. We'll see you tomorrow, man. Thanks.
All right, well, offensively in the semifinal game, it was Hayden Robbins 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a double. Bradley Pointer 1 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Matthew Bryan 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And Keith Stewart walked and scored twice. And after the semifinal game, here's Coach Roof giving us the post-game interview along with Matt Johns, Bryson Howe, Hayden Robbins, and Bulldog Matthew Bryan.
We're here at Great Crossing High School, where Madison Central's picked up a 6-2 win over Henry Clay in the semifinals of the 11th region tournament. Indians heading back to the final. Tomorrow night it'll be either Sayre or Lafayette. And once again, here's Coach Steve Roof with the post-game interview.
Thanks, Nathan. What an exciting time. Great game by all these guys. Got 4 of our seniors here. We're going to start off with Bryson Howe. 5th-year senior's been our backstop. Blocked the ball all night, caught Bradley Pointer. What was that like?
It was amazing. He hit a spot. So, they have to ask much out of him. It's a great game for us.
Hayden Robbins is the hottest guy in the state right now. I couldn't even get close to him because he's so hot. He's the 2nd year in a row into the regional final. Talk about what that means.
You know, it feels great. You know, last year we didn't get the outcome we wanted, but you know, this year a lot of people counted us out towards the beginning of the season. You know, so we were just really fired up to get back here and play for a regional final again. It feels great.
Next up, we got a senior Bulldog. He's had an interesting year. We've kind of talked about before. He was actually cooking for the teachers this year. He said, "What can I do to serve to give back?" So I saw him out there, Mr. Fritz, and that's what he did. Talk about what that was like first, and talk about the game.
It was fun. I mean, I'm up there in the office a lot, so I kind of see how everybody works. So I went to Fritz and I was like, hey, I want to help out, kind of want to do something for somebody else. So,
how does that kind of translate over here, how you serve your teammates? You kind of had to sit back a little bit tonight. You had a big day at the plate.
Yeah, I mean, for the past few weeks, not being able to play, it's just kind of picking up your teammates, like bringing some energy, no matter where you're at in the dugout or feeling lineup or not, and just kind of translates into baseball and overall life.
Love him all. And then Matt Johns, we've talked to him enough. Matt, what was that like? A couple big plays at the plate. We thought we were going to have to go to you, but Bradley Pointer said we don't need Matt Johns tonight.
Well, I mean, I guess whenever Bradley goes, we're just going to send me to the pen more often because it looked like he got a little angry at me. And so he decided to come out just throwing darts. I mean, finish the game up in 15 pitches, 3 innings. It was crazy.
Big crowd again, and we would love to have the Falling tomorrow. So Richmond, come on out. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, congratulations.
All right, now moving on to the championship game on Wednesday evening up at Great Crossing High School, Madison Central and Sayre. Remember, folks, these two teams opened the season against each other back on March the 27th. That was a game that Central had a 4-0 lead, but Sayre came back to pick up a 5-4 win. But 2 months later, when they met again, it was a different outcome this time around. But Sayre did jump out to an early lead, 2 runs in the top of the third. Indians answered right back with 3 runs in the bottom of the third to retake the lead and never gave it up again. Once again, just 6 hits for the Indians, but that was more than enough for good pitching performances from John Gerard and Matt Johns. And it was John Gerard going 3 innings, 4 hits and 2 runs, and then Matt came in to get 4 innings pitched with just 1 hit and 1 walk with 1 K. And it was also Matt Johns 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs as well and a run scored. Hayden Robbins 2 for 3 with an RBI. Bradley Pointer 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. And we got a whole bunch of interviews here. We're going to start off with Matt Johns.
We're back here at Great Crossing High School where the Madison Central Indians have won the 11th Region Tournament Championship. Matt Johns, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
I can only guess you've been waiting for this moment for a year because you started the region final last year. You guys came up a little bit short against Lafayette. You come back a year later, you guys get the job done. Just kind of, what are your thoughts?
Man, whenever I tell you everyone was doubting us, everyone was, from other people to friends to other classmates. I mean, so getting back was the first goal, and then winning it was the next goal, and that's what happened.
Yeah, well, some people thought you might start this game, but they went back with John, but you were on standby, and I guess you were ready to go there, huh?
Yeah, actually, I looked at Roof this morning right before graduation practice, and I said, so who's starting? And he goes, I don't know. I got home at 1 a.m. So I was like, oh, well, really helps me.
Well, obviously, you had got the big hit there, too, to give the early lead. So talk about that at bat.
I knew he had kind of been all over the place for a little bit, and so whenever we had first and second, Hayden had a hard hit out. And so I came up, and I think it was 1-0. I don't really know. I kind of went blank in that moment. And I hit it, and it was a fastball middle. And I hit it, and if the wind wasn't blowing out, it probably would have been a bomb, and that would have been a little bit hyper than a double. But I'd take it anyways.
You walked off the mound after the 6th inning, and I saw you hold up the 3 fingers. 3 outs left, right?
Yeah. I mean, I told him, I said, I came in like the 4th inning, and I said this game's over. So get a lead, and we win it.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
We'll see you Thursday over at UK.
Thank you.
All right, and now we're going to hear from the 11th Region Tournament most valuable player, Hayden Robbins.
All right, we're back here at Great Crossing High School with the MVP of the 11th Region Tournament, Hayden Robbins. Congratulations, Hayden.
Thank you.
Well, it's like I said, a year ago you guys lost in the final. I know all you guys have been waiting for this moment. And just what does it feel like to come through and finally get that championship?
Feels awesome. This is definitely top 3 best feeling I've ever had. I wouldn't rather do it with a better group of guys. I love everybody on this team. We've come a long way since the beginning of the year. You know, we lost our first game of the year too, Sayre.
Yeah.
We were up 4-0, lost 5-4, I think. So to come back and avenge that and then avenge our loss from last year to Lafayette in the region championship, it feels great, and I wouldn't trade this team for the world, and I can't wait to go stay with this team.
Yeah, I mean, you guys played them in the very first game of the year. It's a long time ago. I think they threw the same pitcher, didn't they?
Yeah, he did throw. He threw that game.
So what did you guys take from that first view of him?
Yeah, we definitely remember some things. We just tried to use a simple approach, right side, lefty, going to have some tail on the ball. So a lot of our guys tried to go right side. We had some guys do that. Matt, big 2-run double. And then Bradley double in left center field gap to take the lead. Those were 2 momentum-shifting hits, and I wouldn't trade. I'm kind of speechless. I don't really know what to say, honestly. This is awesome. So,
well, next Thursday you guys are going to be playing at UK in the first round of the state tournament. How's that sound?
Sounds awesome. And no, I couldn't have dreamed this situation better. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to go to Battle of the State with these guys.
All right, we'll see you over there, man. Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And here's Coach Steve Roof with our post-game interview, and he brought along with him Daniel Bauer, Gunnar Rodas, Keith Stewart, and Parker Mullins.
All right, we're back here at Great Crossing High School where the Indians won the 11th region tournament. And once again, Coach Steve Roof, post-game interview.
These are pretty fun.
I like
We've
them.
got a lot of our juniors today. Let's start with Daniel Bauer. Daniel picked up yesterday a couple of hits, big bunt today. Talk about jumping into the lineup and how you did.
I jumped into the lineup hoping to make a big impact on the team and do whatever I can to make the team go to the championship and win it.
What was it like, Gunner, making plays all year, hitting the ball, just roaming center field? What was that feeling on that dog pile?
It all came pre-season, so like we worked so hard in the off-season that it just came natural. That's why we're here today.
Next two guys are two-sport guys. Keith Stewart plays basketball, and Coach Parker does as well. Keith's kind of our energy guy, leads a lot of pregame talks. What was it like today? Talk about today.
Just had good energy all around. Everybody, felt it, and we just there in the moment. He's ready.
Parker here, also point guard on the basketball team, gets it done. Common collective, solid glove at third base. Talk about those plays at third.
Well, when you go 0 for 3, sometimes you got to bring something to the team. So you got to make plays. And Roof always tells me to keep my head up. So congrats to him for letting me play.
We're getting hot next week. That's all we got to do.
All right, that's right. Thursday at UK.
Thursday at UK this year. That'll be fun.
Big crowd. Hopefully, everybody come out.
Richmond's usually supports pretty well. Madison Central, a great place to be.
All right, well, so congratulations to the Indians and to Coach Steve Roof. Like we said, Thursday, 5 o'clock at UK, first round of the state tournament against Russell County. Did want to make note that Berea Community also advanced to the 11th region baseball tournament. They were the 44th district runners-up, and they suffered a 10-0 loss to Sayre on Monday in the opening round up in Lexington. So I wanted to make sure we did not leave the Pirates out there. They had a great season as well. Moving on to 44th District Softball Tournament was Monday and Tuesday down at Berea College. And the Madison Central Lady Indians were looking for their first district title in 5 years. But to do that, they would have to dethrone the 3-time defending champions Madison Southern in the first round. And they did just that on Monday night, 15-0 over the Lady Eagles. 11 runs in the second inning, a home run by Olivia Metcalf. Jasmine Kaler with the 3-inning no-hitter. And it was Michaela Moore, Cassidy Hack, Hannah Eisen. Kaler and Metcalf had 2 hits each, and Brooklyn Gilball had 3 hits each. And after the game, I got a chance to talk to Coach Randy Hall and Olivia Metcalf.
Hi, we're here at Berea College for the 44th District Tournament where the Madison Central Lady Indians have picked up a 15-0 win over Madison Southern in the first round. Coach Randy Hall, Olivia Metcalf, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Well, you guys, Coach, they had won 3 straight championships. You guys knew that, and it seemed like there was a little extra juice out here tonight for you guys.
Yeah, I think so. We hadn't been able to win in the district against Southern for 5 years, I believe, because you count the COVID year in there too. So I think they wanted a little bit of revenge. Southern always been playing well the last few years. Sometimes it's tough coming out knowing that you may have a little bit of an advantage because you've had a little bit better of a year, but Madison Southern been playing really well, and we've kind of been floundering a little bit toward the end. But the girls been practicing real hard, so we were excited to get back out here and play.
Yeah, Olivia, you guys obviously haven't won a title since 2017. You're going to get that chance tomorrow. So what does that mean for all you guys?
We're all super excited. We're all super excited, especially for these seniors who are here their freshman year, I think, and only Michaela got into the run, and we're just excited to get it done for them.
You hadn't hit a home run in a while. How did it feel to finally get one again?
Oh, good. I've been struggling at the plate for a little bit.
And just, you guys actually you only got one in the first. You could have had a few more, but they came right back in the second and blew this thing open.
Yeah, that was one thing with our team. You never know when they're going to blow it open. We've had a lot of close games, and there's some innings that we just don't score, and they don't let it affect them on defense, so they go out and play defense, and I think they have this confidence knowing that they're going to at least come back. The bat's going to come around at some point in the game. They don't know when, but it's going to come at some point.
Yeah, I guess it's only a 3-inning no-hitter, but we give it to Jasmine.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't even realize that.
And in the second semifinal on Monday night, it was Model taking on Berea. And these two teams had already played twice in the regular season, with Model winning both of those. And this time around, it was Model picking up an 8-2 win. Aniston Bray, the Western Kentucky University signee, 5 for 5, 5 runs scored, 2 RBIs. She's hitting over 750 on the season now. Model scored in every inning. They got 5 in the second and 3 in the third and fourth innings. And it was Hannah Smith and Kinsey Ferguson picking up 2 hits each. as Model pounded out 16 hits, and Gabby Harris earned the complete game win in the circle. 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, and 2 Ks. And after the game, we had a chance to talk to Coach Rusty Bray and Aniston Bray.
All right, well, first off, congrats on the win. You guys are headed to play a championship tomorrow. How you feeling about it?
I feel really good tonight. I think our whole team all season has worked to put it all together, and tonight we did that. It was a combination of offense and defense, and I thought we got it done tonight.
Okay. Well, what's it going to take to beat Central tomorrow?
We got a tough matchup tomorrow night. Pitcher's going to have to be on tomorrow night, and we're going to have to execute at the plate. We're going to it with a game plan. Just stick with that game plan throughout 7 innings.
All right. What's your thoughts on it tomorrow?
I think we just got to execute the plays that we need to make. You know, we don't have to make those 99% plays, just the routine plays we need to make.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and thanks to Josh Pryor for helping us out with the coverage of the 44th District Softball Tournament there. He stepped in and helped us out and got the videos and some pictures and all kinds of good stuff, so we very much appreciate Mr. Pryor helping us out there. Moving on to Tuesday night's championship game, and a lot of folks really thought this would be a blowout, Madison Central taking on Model, but Lady Patriots were up for the challenge, and it ended up the Central did reclaim the district championship with a 7-0 win, but they certainly didn't. Model didn't make it easy on them. So Central got 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Model actually had more hits, out-hit Central 5-4. But it was Central claiming their first championship since 2017. Michaela Moore 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Hannah Eisen 1 for 2 with an RBI. Taylor McCauley with an RBI. Olivia Metcalf 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And Shelby Hensley 1 for 3 with a run scored. Cassidy Gentry, complete game win in the circle, 4 hits, 7 Ks. And for Model in the circle, it was Hannah Smith and Gabby Harris splitting the duties and doing a good job keeping a really potent Madison Central team off balance. But both these teams now move on to the 11th Region Tournament. Monday, it'll be Model at Great Crossing. That's a 1 p.m. game. Lady Patriots are back in the Region Tournament for the first time since 2015. And, of course, like we said at the top of the show, it'll be Madison Central at home against Lexington Catholic. The 2 top-ranked RPI teams in the 11th region meet in the first round, 6 p.m. Come on out. It's going to be a great game. And the Indians have not won an 11th region title in 20 years. And how tough is the 11th region? To win the 11th region, the Lady Indians will probably have to beat 3 teams in 3 days that have 20 or more wins. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think they're up for it, and we'll hear from them in just a few minutes. All right, moving on. We had a couple of high school track regionals this past week. Last Sunday after we did this show, it was the Class A meet up at Trimble County, which involved Model and Berea athletes. And it was Model sophomore Anthony Cole stealing the spotlight there, stealing the show. 3 individual titles, 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and the long jump. He dominated all 3 events. He set a new PR in the 200-meter dash, and he will be moving on to state in all 3 of those events, as will Sahil Cuddy Poffenberger, who took 2nd place in the 3,200 meters, and Keaton Hall, who was 4th in the shot put. She's also moving on to state. Class A state track meet is Thursday at UK. The Class 3A Region 7 meet was on Tuesday down at North Laurel High School. Madison Central had 16 athletes place top 10 in individual events, and it was the Indians picking up their 4th straight region title, and the girls were the runner-up. For Madison Central, dominated the distance events. Not surprisingly, Kiara O'Shea and Brady Masters, each of those 2 outstanding runners won the 800, 1,600 meters, and 3,200 meters, so 3 individual region titles for all 3 of them, for both of them. And Stephen Perkins was the only other Madison County athlete to win more than 1 individual region title. The Madison Southern standout won the long jump and the triple jump. Other first-place finishers for Madison Central were Wyatt Stewart, Jesse Abrams, and Caitlin Kane. The Indians also won 2 relay events, and for Madison Southern, it was Lane Brockman, Braden Carson, and Zach Smith. Complete results are at richmondregister.com. Far too many to mention here, but they're all listed there and everything, so you're going to go check that out. Class 3A state track meet is Saturday at the University of Kentucky. And we'll wrap up the week that was with the debacle that was the ASUN baseball tournament down in Fort Myers, Florida. Not to be too negative here, folks, but this was a disaster from the get-go, and it really overshadows A great season that EKU had. 38-20 on the season is where they wrap up. They're not going to go on to the NCAA tournament. They could be an at-large bid, but their RPI just simply isn't high enough to warrant that. But let's just start from the beginning on this. 8 teams advanced to the ASUN baseball tournament, and the powers that be decided to divide them up into a Pool A and a Pool B. And Pool A was made up of the 2 division winners and the next 2 highest RPI teams. Pool B, kind of the leftover pool, if you want to look at it that way, was the last other 4 teams, basically the 4 teams with the lowest RPI. EKU, even though they tied for the Western Division lead, did not get that seed because they had lost 5 out of 6 to Lipscomb. This is very confusing, I know. I'm trying to keep it simple for you folks. But basically, EKU was put into the B bracket, and 3 teams from Pool A moved on to the semifinals. Only 1 team from Pool B got to go on. So it was heavily weighted toward the teams with the higher RPI. And so basically, EKU is probably going to have to win 5 games in 5 days to win this thing. But here's how it all broke down. On Tuesday, the Colonels pick up a 5-3 win over North Florida. Wednesday, a 7-4 win over Jacksonville State. That locked up a spot in the semifinals and should have given the Colonels a day off on Thursday, but that didn't happen as the rules changed in the middle of the tournament. And the Colonels did have to play on Thursday. They did go out and pick up a 5-2 win over Jacksonville University. They swept 3-0 through their Pool B to earn a spot into the semifinals. And their reward for that was they were the lowest seed of the 4 teams going on to the semifinals, and they had to face top-seeded Liberty in the first round. And that ended their season with an 18-9 loss on Friday morning. Liberty scored 10 times in the 6th inning to break open a close game. EKU actually had a 3-0 lead early. Will King hit a home run, and they got off to a good start, but it just didn't work out that way. But 38-20, 38 wins for EKU is the most since 1990 when they had 42 as well. But trust me, I'm not trying to be negative, like I said before, but this was a complete debacle, so much so that people were all over social media complaining about this. The ASUN commissioner was responding to a lot of people, including myself, and he even said just yesterday that they will have a committee look into this and try to figure out a better way to do this. But basically, what this boiled down to, folks, was that the ASUN wanted to try to get 2 teams into the NCAA tournament. They wanted, obviously, you get an automatic bid, and they wanted an at-large. And they may get that because in the final, Kennesaw State beat Liberty. So Liberty is the highest RPI team in the 50s, I think. So there is a chance that Kennesaw State not only gets the automatic, but then Liberty would get an at-large. But complete debacle. Hopefully it'll change in the future. But regardless of that, great season by the Colonels and Coach Chris Prothero. And, of course, we have a couple of local kids on that team, Logan Thomas and Bryce Travis. And so I guess we should applaud those kids and focus on the positive and not look at the negative. But hopefully things will be much different in the future. But a great season for the EKU baseball team. Too bad it had to end the way that it did. Well, stick with us. Coming up in just a minute, we're going to go over to Madison Central High School. We went over there on Saturday after practice and got a chance to talk to Coach Randy Hall, his assistant Sierra Huerta, and also some of the seniors over there. And it's quite funny. They practiced at noon on Saturday after they were up all night with project graduation. And so these girls were awful worn out, and they definitely were a little bit tired, but we do appreciate them taking the time to talk to us. And everybody, please, if you get a chance, Monday night, 6 o'clock, Central at home against Lexington Catholic, first round of the 11th region tournament. So come out and support these young ladies. It's been a tough year with them, with not having a field and some other issues as well, but they have thrived. Only 4 losses on the season, and this should be a heck of a softball game. So come on out and support these young ladies, and we'll be right back.
The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by Metronet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms.
Greetings from Madison Central High School. We're here on Monday night. The Lady Indians will take on Lexington Catholic, 6 o'clock, first round of the 11th region tournament. We're here to not only preview that game, but to highlight what's been a great season for the Lady Indians so far. Coach Randy Hall, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, no problem.
It's going to be an exciting night Monday. It's maybe one of the best first round matchups in the state in the region tournament. So
yeah, I would think so. With the RPI, they're all in our region, the top 5 teams, 4 of them are on our side of the bracket, so kind of a tough draw.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to that the other day, and you haven't won a region title in 20 years, and to win the first title in 20 years, you're going to have to probably beat 3 teams in 3 days that have 20 wins. So that's the 11th region.
That is, but that with this team, I think we're up to the challenge. We've had adversity all year with playing so many road games and just battling some injuries and things like that. If there was any team I'd want to go in with, it'd be this team.
Yes, and it's like I said, it's been a great season. We could start off pitching, defense, hitting either way. But we'll start off with pitching. You've got 3 good pitchers. You're probably not going to tell us now who you're going to pitch on Monday, but you've got 3 options there.
Yeah, we have 3 options, and I think all 3 are good. It'll just come down to which one we feel like is on at the moment. But I feel like all 3 can do it.
Yeah, because I think Jasmine went in the district semifinals. Then you had Cassidy in the region or the district final, and then of course there's always Andrea there too as well.
Andrea's pitched well this year as well, so we've had 3. We have the luxury of having 3, so they all should be rested enough to be able to go the full game if they need to.
Yeah, they really kind of compare and contrast those 3 young ladies for us, pitching styles.
Yeah, I mean, Jasmine maybe is just a little bit faster and keeps the ball down. Cassidy Gentry kind of has a lot of spin on her ball, and Andrea can, she probably has one of the better changeups on the team, but they're all very good pitchers.
Yeah, well, we'll leave that a mystery for now. I think everybody knows who's going to pitch for Lexington Catholic. Abby Hammond had a fantastic freshman year, threw almost every inning for them all season long.
Yeah, she's a very good pitcher. I think she was the 11th region pitcher of the year last year, and she's just done the same thing this year too. So she'll be tough to battle.
Yeah, and one of the best offensive players as well.
Yeah, she is. She's all around good player.
Yeah. Well, kind of what else is going to be the key to Monday night to get them right over Lexington Catholic?
I think just having a good home crowd and having the energy. It's been a long time since these girls have been able to host a first round of a region. So we didn't get very many home games, and even when we did, I think a lot of fans didn't realize we were playing at home. So I really expect a lot of people to be here, and hopefully we'll feed off that energy.
Yeah. Well, someone you have raved about all year, your new assistant coach, Sierra Huerta. Yes. Let's bring her up here. She can stand right here between all of us here. He's raved about you all year, and it's the first time we've had a chance to talk to you. So.
That's surprising.
But you obviously played at Marshall collegiately, coming here, and first year working with these girls. So what's it been like?
It's been awesome. It's a first year out of playing college ball, so just kind of giving back to the sport, and it's been awesome. Just this group of girls is great, and everyone's got good energy. Everyone's talented. So just Coach Hall's awesome. Good mentor for me. So it's been fun.
It's a whole new coaching staff. So how did you guys kind of hook up and get to know each other?
Well, the athletic director had mentioned that Coach Huerta had put in to possibly get a job here and was interested in coaching. So I contacted her right away. And once I met her, I realized she would be a great asset to the staff.
Yeah, these girls took to you right away. Kind of what was those first couple of weeks like?
It was, at the beginning, it was kind of like, well, I'm younger. I'm not that much older than a lot of them, so it's just kind of getting used to each other and having that respect on both sides. But we all took to each other like within a week. I think that's how fast it was, and we just kind of took off from there.
We did the dancing.
Oh, that's our day one. Day one. I just brought that from college, so it was day one. And then we got the Cotton Eye Joe. That's kind of our MO, and that's kind of caught fire. So I'm here to just remember that the game is fun, and just remind everyone that it's fun, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah. It's even more fun when you win. So.
Yep, exactly.
All right, who should we talk to first, Coach? Who you want to bring over?
Hannah Eisen.
Hannah Eisen.
She's bright-eyed and ready to go.
Keep in mind, today was our Adam Sandler theme. So.
And everyone's coming off project graduation, so everyone is kind of worn out and tired, and so we apologize for that. We should have picked a better day to do this on, but it doesn't matter how you look, it's how you play. Right?
Yeah,
that's all
exactly.
Well, just talk about this year. I mean, you guys played so well, and to get back to the region for the first time in a long time, and what's that feel like?
It's really good. I don't think we've ever had this much success with our coaching staff. We've had people that care about us, and people are able to support us, and we haven't had that in a long time. So it's nice to get around to that.
Yeah, it's an interesting group of girls. You do have 6 seniors, but there's a lot of young kids that have stepped in and played.
Yeah.
So you kind of mesh together to form a pretty good unit here.
Yeah. Most of our seniors start, but we have a lot of it's seniors and freshmen, and you don't see that a lot. Most kids don't start their freshman year, and I think this program has done a really good job at raising us up and getting us started early.
Yeah. Who are the younger kids that's impressed you this year?
I think Brooklyn and Olivia have stepped up. They're our, not our middle infield, they're our third baseman and shortstop, and I think shortstop has an important role in our game, and you don't ever see a freshman stepping up and playing.
Yeah, 7 home runs, too.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what are you looking forward to Monday night?
I think we're just ready to play at home. We're excited to have a crowd. We haven't had those in a long time. I think softball is starting to pick up, especially with the college seasons. I think people are starting to realize that softball's fun and people want to come watch, so I expect a big crowd.
I think we should all. There's not because of the construction. There's some issues out here, but these folks can come out here and park their trucks. And a lot of people do that anyway. They come out and park your trucks out here. You can sit up in the tailgate, watch it, and have a good time. So, well, thanks for stopping by and talking to us. What do you want next, Randy?
Well, let's go with her sister.
Natalie. The catcher, right? The catcher.
Yes.
Everyone's outfits are great. Yeah. It's like everyone comes in with something different.
Sorry about this, folks, but they don't care. They want to win. They don't really care what they look like. So. Well, it's been a great year for you guys, but I know you're not happy with that. You guys you've got some work to do, but it's going to be tough.
But we're hungry. We're ready for it.
Yeah, like we were just talking off air here. These two teams, Lexington Catholic and Central, haven't played each other in a long time. You really don't have any idea about those guys unless you played some travel ball or something. Do you have any connection to those guys at all?
We scrimmaged them early on.
Okay.
And we did pretty well against them, so we're just going to stick to that, keep hitting.
Yeah, like I was talking with your sister there. Talk about this kind of, the melding of this group of kids together, especially with the new coaching staff as well, and how this is all kind of coming together for you guys.
It's come together really well. They care about us. They show us the ropes. Couldn't ask for a better coaching staff.
Yeah, and I don't think a lot of people had very big expectations of you, rankings and all that stuff, but here you are.
We proved them wrong. And we'll continue to prove them wrong.
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's what a good catcher is right there.
Yeah, they all keep saying good things about the coach staff. We'll have them all come up and say stuff.
We'll keep them coming then. Thanks, Anna. Who's next?
We'll go Taylor McCullough.
Taylor McCullough. Taylor, come on in. What's this year been like for you? I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I know it's been a lot of difficulty with a lot of road games and everything, but it's still got to be it's a lot of fun when you're winning.
Yeah.
No matter where you're playing,
think this is the most fun year I've had. Like the energy, like everything is so good, and then like we are not constantly winning. I don't want to say that, but like I mean, like the wins, everything. We just like have come together as a team, and it's like really great energy around here.
Yeah, and like you said, the new coaching staff. What did you kind of expect coming in?
We've been through many coaching staffs, so I didn't expect a lot, but like it really topped it. Like this is the best coaching staff I've had here, anyways.
Yeah. Did she taught you anything dance-wise?
Yeah, for sure. We'd be dancing all the time.
I had all that in my house in Florida, so.
Oh, so you have a house in Florida, so.
Oh no, we went. No, I wish.
Yeah,
No.
I'll come stay with you. You rented a house. Yeah.
Yeah, when we all went down there, so we had a lot of fun down there. But
okay. Well, that was early in the season. Do you think you guys had a lot of success down there? Do you think that was part of the coming together of this group?
I think that was the peak of us like coming together. Like actually, like all the freshmen and the seniors and everybody in between. Like we all just like bonded because of what was happening. We were all winning. We were all like on a high. We were getting fun on the beach. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of. I mean, obviously, you guys knew you had a lot of talent coming back, but there was some younger kids that had to step up into bigger roles, and they've done just that.
Yeah.
Kind of what point of the season did you get the feeling that there was something special going on here?
It was kind of the beginning because, like, I mean, we had never started off that well. It was always like mid. I mean, I don't know how to say mid. So sorry. It was always just like dead at the beginning. I mean, you would get a little woo here and there, but like, I think more at the beginning we just knew.
Well, it's hard to get going in the beginning of the season. It's cold and everything and all like that. So. All right, we'll see you Monday night. Congratulations. Who's next, Randy?
Let's go, Michaela Moore.
Michaela Moore and
center fielder. Lead off, center fielder.
Well, Michaela, you are the only one who's still left over from the last district championship team in 2017. I guess you did do a little pinch running, and you got into a few games.
Yeah, I ran a little bit.
Didn't really play a lot, but it was 5 years in between district titles. So just talk about what that meant for you and everybody associated with this
I
program.
think everybody was so excited. I mean, if you came and you saw us all dogpile on top of Cass. I mean, it was crazy. We were so hyped, for me, it meant a lot. For, you know, Hannah and Nat, who had been here since 7th grade. I mean, I think it meant a lot for all of us, you know.
Yeah. It kind of, like I said, with the new coaching staff, kind of, when did you feel all this kind of come together?
Well, I came in a little late for the conditioning season because I was in another sport, but as soon as I met Coach C, you know, I was like, oh wow, she's like really cool, and all of our dancing and stuff, and Coach Hall, you know, I really appreciate everything that he's done. I think they have done a great job this season by far.
Yeah, I know it's been disappointing with the conditions out here, but you guys just keep winning, and adversity just makes you stronger, I guess.
That's right. We show up, show out, you know?
Yeah, it's such a great offensive team up and down the lineup, too. I mean, it's, you know, a lot of times you're the leadoff spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're the leadoff spot. So you kind of set the table up there, but it goes all the way down the list there.
Yeah, oh, for sure. You know, I got Cassidy Hack behind me, and then Hannah, and then all of them definitely. And if I don't start off, they definitely pick me up after, for sure. And I think each time everybody does that, you know. I think we do a great job at that, picking each other up.
Well, congratulations. Good. All right, we're back with Haley Sebastian. Haley, you've been around here a long time too. What has this season meant to you?
It's really special just because I got to be like the bigger sister role and treat my freshmen like how I treat my best friends. And I didn't get that when I was younger, so it meant a lot.
Yeah, like some of the other girls have said, it's been a lot of turnover with the coaching staffs here. What did you think when you first came in with these guys?
I always heard good things about Randy, and then my first conditioning, he never said a word to me, and I was like, does he like me? Like, I did not know. And then Coach C, I was like, who is this? I thought she was a new girl. Like, I did not know. And then she's kind of like one of us, but we obviously respect her, and she respects us, so.
Yeah. All right, well, Monday night, you want to tell everybody to come out?
Yeah. Come out.
Tell Richmond to come out and support you guys.
What time is it?
6 o'clock. We'll play right here.
We'll play right here.
Right here. 6 o'clock Monday at our beautiful field.
Yeah. Come out and support these young ladies. They've had a great season. They get one more home game, and then if they do win, they'll go on to Western Hills for the semifinals and the finals. So if you want to get a chance to see them, this is your last chance here in Richmond. So come out and support these young ladies.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, good luck to the Lady Indians tomorrow night as they take on Lexington Catholic. And also good luck to the Model Lady Patriots as they take on Great Crossing Monday at 1 p.m. as well. We'd love to see both those teams advance on and keep playing. So that's all we got for you this week. Appreciate you watching. Of course, the best place to keep up with Madison County sports is on Twitter at Richmond R Sports or on Facebook at Register Sports. And, of course, all the stories and everything goes to richmondregister.com. We're there. If it's happening in Madison County, we're there, and we'll pass the information along to you. And we're very happy to do so. So, as always, appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you next week.
The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by Metronet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Thanks for watching the Richmond Register Sports Show. For more information about all things sports in Madison County, log on to richmondregister.com or on Twitter. And like us, Register Sports on Facebook. Get the Richmond Register directly to your mailbox or get the app online and visit richmondregister.com.